Have you ever met someone who seems friendly, but never fully lets people in? Someone who listens carefully, smiles politely, and participates in conversations, yet always keeps a part of themselves hidden? Or maybe that person is you. Maybe you've been called guarded, reserved, distant. Maybe people have told you, you need to trust people more. But for you, it's never felt that simple. Because trust isn't just a decision, it's a risk. And some people learn that lesson earlier than others. Psychology suggests that people who trust no one are rarely born that way. Most of the time, trust is lost before it's withheld, and understanding why can reveal something important about the human mind. Most people think trust is a personality trait, something you either have or don't have. But psychologists view trust differently. Trust is often a prediction that another person will not harm you, will not betray you, will not abandon you. When trust exists, the brain feels safe. When trust is broken, the brain learns something. It begins adjusting future predictions, and that's where the story often begins. Think about a child. Children naturally trust. They trust parents, teachers, friends, the world. They assume people mean what they say. They assume promises will be kept. But then reality arrives. Promises get broken. People disappoint them. Someone lies. Someone leaves. Someone betrays them. And the brain starts collecting evidence. Not all at once, but little by little. Over time, these experiences can create a belief. Trusting people leads to pain. Once that belief forms, the brain begins protecting itself. This is one reason people who trust no one often appear highly independent. They don't like relying on others. They prefer solving problems alone. They avoid asking for help. From the outside, this can look like strength, and sometimes it is. But psychology suggests that extreme independence is often connected to self-protection. If you never rely on anyone, nobody can let you down. If you never expect support, you'll never be disappointed when it doesn't arrive. The strategy makes sense, but it comes at a cost. Because the same walls that keep pain out often keep connection out as well. Another reason trust becomes difficult is pattern recognition. People who have been hurt repeatedly often become highly observant. They notice inconsistencies, small lies, changes in behavior, broken promises, things other people might ignore. Their brain is constantly scanning for warning signs, not because they're paranoid, but because experience taught them to be careful. Psychologists sometimes describe this as hypervigilance. The mind becomes focused on detecting threats before they happen. The goal isn't to distrust everyone. The goal is to avoid being hurt again. Now, here's something interesting. People who trust no one often want trust more than anyone else. That sounds contradictory, but think about it. People who have never been hurt by betrayal rarely think about trust. They take it for granted. The people who struggle with trust think about it constantly, because they understand its value. They know how painful it is when trust is broken, and because of that, they become incredibly selective about who receives it. This creates a difficult cycle. Someone wants connection, but they don't trust easily, so they keep their distance. Others interpret the distance as disinterest. The relationship never deepens, and the person concludes, "See, nobody stays," without realizing that the walls meant to protect them may also be keeping people away. But trust issues aren't always caused by betrayal. Sometimes they're caused by inconsistency. Growing up around unpredictable people can have a similar effect. One day someone is supportive. The next day they're distant. One day they listen. The next day they criticize. The brain never knows what to expect. And when people become unpredictable, safety disappears. As adults, this often creates people who struggle to relax around others. Even when no threat exists, part of their mind is still waiting for the situation to change. Have you ever noticed that people who trust no one often test people? Not intentionally, but subtly. They might share something small before sharing something important. They might wait to see if someone keeps their word. They might observe how someone treats other people before deciding whether to open up. Psychologically, this makes perfect sense. Trust isn't given, it's verified. The brain wants evidence. Evidence that this person is safe. Evidence that history won't repeat itself. But here's where many people become stuck. They begin demanding certainty before trusting. And certainty doesn't exist. No relationship comes with guarantees. No friendship is completely risk-free. No person can promise they'll never disappoint you. Trust has always involved uncertainty, and that's what makes it difficult. You can reduce risk, but you can never eliminate it. At some point, trust requires vulnerability, and vulnerability always feels uncomfortable. Now consider this. What if trust isn't something you give all at once? What if trust is something you build? Many people imagine trust as a switch. On or off. Trust or don't trust. But psychologists often view it more like a ladder. Small steps, small experiences, small moments of reliability. Over time, those moments accumulate, and eventually, trust emerges. Not because someone proved they'll never hurt you, but because they've consistently shown they care. The truth is, people who trust no one are often carrying invisible scars. Scars from disappointments, betrayals, broken promises, or simply experiences that taught them to be careful. Those scars don't make them weak. In many ways, they make them wiser, more observant, more thoughtful, more aware of human nature. But wisdom becomes a problem when it turns into isolation. Because the goal isn't to trust everyone. The goal is to learn who deserves your trust. And perhaps that's the real lesson. Trust isn't about believing nobody will hurt you. It's about understanding that some people are worth the risk. Because while distrust protects you from disappointment, it can also protect you from connection. And a life without connection comes with its own kind of loneliness. So if you've spent years trusting no one, maybe it doesn't mean you're broken. Maybe it doesn't mean you're cold. Maybe it doesn't mean you're incapable of connection. Perhaps it simply means your mind learned to protect you. The question is whether those protections are still serving you today. Because sometimes, the walls that once kept you safe eventually become the walls that keep you alone. Have you ever struggled to trust people? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring psychology, human behavior, and the hidden patterns shaping how people think, feel, and act, consider subscribing. Because sometimes, your mind is playing you.